G'day there, another good health day for this country, another day in which the new cases drop, another day, more importantly, where the number of recoveries far outweighs the number of new cases. There is no doubt that over a very short period of time, as we enter the end of week 3 of level 4, that given we are a tiny nation, an island nation and fairly sparsely populated, that if you close a place and prevent people doing basically anything, you will get the sort of outcome that we are getting. But the evidence is mounting we are overdoing the health side of this particular equation. I mean, you can't hide from the numbers, not just the numbers of the recoveries or of the new cases, but the tiny number comparatively of the cases overall. The number of hospital beds that lie empty for increasingly no good reason at all. The ICU capacity that simply hasn't or won't be used. For a health professional or obsessive, these are golden days if you think about it. I mean, this is an experiment the likes of which we are, fingers crossed, never likely to need to repeat. Put a country on ice and watch what happens. But the rest of the world are now ahead of us. The rest of the world, or at least growing parts of the world, are doing a couple of things that we are not. 1, getting back to work. 2, locking down with a more realistic approach to the economy. We are not eliminating the virus, by the way. We are not eliminating the virus. That is all fanciful. Is it possible, if we stayed locked down for another 4 weeks and the new daily rate drops to next to nothing and the recovery number continues to rise, that eventually we will get to a statistical zero? Well, of course it is, but that's not the point. Being broke with no official cases means nothing because 1, we are broke, and 2, given what testing shows, we have people with the virus who either don't know it or we don't know it because testing hasn't been wide enough. The University of Gothenburg, for example, has the numbers. They claim that tiny proportions of actual cases have been captured. In Iceland, there's been some work. They suspect huge swathes of people have it without even knowing it. And so increasing numbers of countries are returning to work, or places like Australia that are still locked down, but locked down less than us. And it is to Australia that we must look closely. Why? Because basically they're us. We are the same model. Is their curve flatter? Well, yes it is. Is their death rate comparable? Yes it is. Is their economy more open, therefore less damaged and more readily able to restart? Yes it is. If it's pure health you're after, then the little lab experiment our Prime Minister seems so besotted with is fantastic. But she will preside over it while standing in a smouldering economic ruin. Meantime, Australia, having been smarter from day one, will get out quicker and be economically leaving us in the dust. We aren't leading the world where it really counts. They are. And we need to look and learn fast.